Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is an Object 261. It's the Tier 10 Soviet SPG, and we're located on the north spawn of Malinovka, and the name of the commander is Rogic, and battle has commenced. So, what can I tell you about the Object 261? Well, it was supposed to be built on the chassis of an IS-7, but unlike the 212, which is actually, you can see a 212 there in the background, unlike the 212 and all previous Soviet Artys, which actually used either the BR2 152mm howitzer or the BR4 203mm, this one used an 18cm howitzer instead. And he's got his first shot in and got 294 hit points off of Samur SM, the new French autoloaders, those terrifying French tanks that can drop a huge number of hit points on the enemy very, very quickly and wipe out almost a tier 10 tank in next to no time at all. Or at least do a lot of damage to them. Right, batch at 25 ton. Retreating. Get it right, work out what it's going to be. Fired the round snapshot. No, it went long. He didn't have it fully dialed in. He got a bit of reticule bloom or a bit of reticule stick at the last moment, and as he tried to shake it free and fired, the round went long. Okay, his reticule is dancing it quite a bit. One of the things about the problems with the Object 261 is it's got a very narrow field of fire. So reticule bloom is a real problem. He's firing that round in alongside that tank, alongside that Wizzy 132. We don't know how much damage he did because the 132 went unsighted just before the shell landed, but I'm pretty sure he would have splashed it. Okay, we've got some other enemy on the well, they've got to basically the rogic side of the battlefield, and they're using that little ridge line next to the river to protect themselves. Makes it a very difficult shot to shoot in there because if you don't get it right, your shell will go into the water. T-44 fires it in. No, it lands on the beach actually, right on the riverbank. Oh, that T-44 went off straight away. Okay, he's got a 27.61 second reload. Now, that's pretty good actually, considering this is midway between the 203mm and the 152mm in caliber. And this is tier 10, by the way, so, you know, it is important to note that it's quite a fast reload. It just doesn't have the same sort of damage as the 203. But what it can do is it can carry the premium shells, and Rogic is carrying 5 premium rounds and 8. Well, he's actually fired several rounds already, but he's now got 8 HE left, and he's about to fire another HE round at this 113. This Chinese tank. Round out. Well, splashes him for 256. You can see the shell crater right next door to the front of that 113. I think he tracked him. Yep, he did. This is one of the best features about well, there's so many good features about 1.0 that I could say, but one of them is this realistic shell craters that are created every time you fire at a target and it hits the ground. It does look much more like a battlefield with this effect, so hats off to you, Wargaming. That's a really good effect. And I also like the tracer and the noise that the shells make, the artillery rounds. Some of them have got this lovely whiz through the air. You can actually hear the shells spiraling in, especially in some cases because the Arty shell is traveling so slow. It obviously makes more noise as it's traveling to its target. But he's got a lurver gone unsighted there. He's waiting for somebody to spot it. In fact, actually, the nearest tanks are most of the way down the hill and they're retreating. So he's not going to see those tanks for a little while. So he might as well pick that T-30. Round out. Lands behind him for 121. Yeah, if you can't see the target, pick another one. And we've got a Centurion Axon 10 has been sighted coming down the hill. And he's using the rocks for cover. And I think that's an effective use of the cover there. Yep. But there's the 113, and he's dashing to get to the trees. In fact, I think he's dashing to get to that wreck because he wants to use that wreck as cover. Round out. Oh, twang as he hits the wreck. Yep, the shell hit the wreck, so that 113 was saved from being splattered by the full force of the shell, but he did get some damage there. He was stunned, so therefore he has picked up some stun assist, but he's going to go after that T30 again. Oh, T30's gone down. T30 is a tank destroyed, by the way, and he was taken out by the MX M451. And there's that Sumua again, the one he hit earlier in the battle. No, shell lands on the ridgeline in front of him. But he's keeping his aim on the Sumua. And waiting for the reload to go in. He's going to have another try. He's decided to switch back. No, he's going back to the Sumua. No, he's changed his mind. He's going to go for the T44. It is the one that's only one that's sighted at the moment. But how long that will be, yep, because obviously he's just moved behind those buildings. But the T-54 lightweight just took out the AMX 1390. So he's switched back to the 113 because he can see that, and it's a one-shot kill for a splash. If he can put a splash next to it, that will do the job. No, he's going to go for the Emil. Okay, rounds out on the Emil, hits him. 315 hit points. I think I probably would have gone for the 113 because it would have taken the gun out of the game. As it is, he's left that gun in the game now, and he's still there shooting, but the Emil's just been taken out, so he picked up the stun assist there. Right, now if he can splash that, no, he doesn't need to splash the 113 because he's gone down and he was taken out by the 212 who did splash him. Right, where's that Centurion Action 10? He's somewhere around there. Well, that's when he was last seen using those rocks for cover. Now, I think Rogic's going to actually lay around next to that rock and see if he can coax out that Centurion. No, that hit the front of the rock, so that would have ameliorated some of the force of that stun. Or the splash, rather. Okay, there's the Sumua. There was the Sumua. He's now a wreck. He's been taken out. Taken out by the T95. There's the Action 10. He's been spotted. He's making his run south. But Rogic is looking at this T44. Trying to splash him. Round out. Well, we don't know if he did any damage. But I'm pretty certain he probably would have. And in the meantime, the Object 430 took out the Centurion Action 10. So there's only 5 enemy left. There's 6 on their team. Right, AMX 65 ton. It's the French heavy tank. Always over a ridgeline, so it's a difficult shot. He can do it though. Round out. It lands on the ground in front. Oh, that's such bad RNG. He was dialed in on the 65. You can see the red line was extending behind the tank, not behind, not on the ground. But unfortunately, the shell landed on the ground. Okay, going for this T44. He's got to lead it the appropriate distance. It is a long way away, so it's a long shot. He needs to give a long lead. And he's trying to sort out his aim. And he's getting reticule bounce all over the place. No, bad RNG again. The shell landed quite short and quite some distance behind that T44. It looks to me like that T44 is being very defensive, but what's he doing making circles within his own cap? I think he's actually trying to tempt that T54 to making shots at him. And that batch at 25 tons gone down. He was taken out by the Object 430. He's having a good game. He's had 3 kills so far. And Rogic hasn't had any kills so far, but he has done some damage. He's got 986 hit points of damage and 1.2k of stun. And that's without including all the shots that were blind shots that we know definitely would have done damage or must have done damage. And that one definitely did damage. 235 hit points of splash, and he picks up the stun assist when the 212 finishes the job. And I think the T-54 lightweight was pleased about that because he clicked affirmative afterwards. Usually an indication they're happy with what's actually gone on. Now, there are only 2 enemies left, 2 enemy Artys. Now he's got 2 rounds of premium HE. Round out on 261. Long flight. 1-shot kill, 510 hit points, 261's out the game, and that's the first kill for Rogic. Now, where's the other Arty? He's reloading. If he can get this one as well, I'm not sure. I think this is a counter battery. Is it a counter battery? Yes, it would be. If he can get this one as well, it's counter battery. And there's the M53-55. And he's a 1-shot anyway because he's splash 1-shot. Round goes in. Oh, he wipes him out! That's not only a counter battery and the last kill of the game, that's also a Fadin's because that was his last round. Wow. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this one. Okay, it was only a 3rd class tanker for Rogic in the Object 261. He also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 11. And he got a Fadin's medal because he killed the last enemy of the enemy team with the last shell in his magazine to take the game. He picked up a Confederate because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently destroyed by others. And you see, he did hit a lot of other tanks that he didn't get the kills for, which other people's kill stealed off him. And because he took out both of the enemy Arty, the Object 261 and the M53-55, he actually picked up a counter battery fire badge as well. So well done on that. Let's have a look at the team scores. Well, he didn't come high on damage, highest in damage. He was actually 5th. He got 2,048 hit points. When it came to kills, he came joint 2nd with 2 down there. And when it came to base XP, he was 4th with 740, beaten by the Object 430, who was having a very good game. If we look at the detailed report, he fired 18 rounds, all 18 rounds in his magazine. He had 2 direct hits, 2 penetrations, and 9 splash. Did damage of 2,048 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He damaged 9 of the enemy, but killed 2 of them. And he did damage stun assistance of 1,501 hit points off 9 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 44,301 credits. But because he used a fair old amount of premium ammo, he did actually incur ammo resupply of 61,740 credits, which means he actually made a loss for the battle of 17,439 credits. He received 1,110 XP, but it was ×2 for the first victory of the day, so he actually took away 2,220 altogether. But I think he'll be very pleased with that haul of medals because it's always nice getting a Fadin's, a Confederate and a counter battery medal. So even if he only got 2 kills, it certainly was kills that made the difference in the end. So well done, Rogic. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay that will be featuring in our next video.